Hey everybody, welcome. It's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. Let me just tell you about my fun-filled Saturday night. I went to my mom's with my two religious aunts. And, you know, one of them has a picture of Jesus on her home screen. What looks like Jesus. It's like Jim Caviezel or something in The Passion. But I was eating and I'm looking at them, and my mother and my other aunt are trying to figure out how to send each other something from YouTube in a message. I had to finally go over there. This is me at 86. I'm telling you, this is what I'm going to be like. It's tough when you don't grow up. Like 4-year-olds know how to do it now. But it was kind of funny, you know? So, yeah, it was interesting. So, we had a couple of cool conversations. It's just too much. My aunt goes, the one with the Jesus home screen. She says, where's the Virgin Mary little thing that I gave you? I guess you're supposed to hold it in your hand and sleep with it? And my mother's like, I don't know, it's over there somewhere. And she's like, you don't sleep with it? Can you imagine sleeping with something in your hand? I guess she sleeps with it in her hand. I don't understand. But after they left, me and my mom watched Insidious 3. I'm into the Insidious franchise. I love scary movies. Just paranormal stuff with mediums. And that's why I'm going to see Kim Russo. And, you know, my mother got to see why when she was in the hospital last year, when she had the thing on her nose and the tube all the way down, I said, you look like the monster from Insidious 3. She didn't take too kindly to it last night. What are you talking about? I look like that. Well, you know, the hospital gown and then the stuff coming down. You look like Insidious, the man who couldn't breathe in Insidious 3. Okay, we're just going to go through this quickly because I have a tendency to ramble. There's a TikTok trend of bed rotting. Where do they come up with these things? This is the Generation Z, these 20-year-olds. Why are you rotting in bed? I don't understand. Spending the day in bed, scrolling through social media. You know what? When I had COVID, I didn't roll around in bed. I don't understand that mentality of just laying there. You know, I hope not. I hope I don't ever get like that, but I think I'm too hyper to be like that. I binge watch stuff where I'm sitting on the recliner, but I get up and do stuff. How can you lay in bed for that long? I don't understand. You know, maybe like once in a while. I don't do it, but I get it. Like maybe once in a while you just want to like stream Netflix or something, but it's lazy, isn't it? You're 20 years old, you're laying in bed. I don't. They're embracing it. The Gen Z crowd, they're embracing soft living. No work, lots of play. Who's going to fund my Social Security? That's what I want to know. I'm in big trouble. I'll be working till I'm 90, till my teeth fall out. Did you hear about that Japanese guy who wants to live life as a dog? I guess he spent like $14,000 to look like a collie. I don't really get it. I don't understand why you want to look like a dog. He wears the costume once a week. His family accepts him. Okay, no. If my sister came up to me and she said she wanted to live like a dog, I'd have a problem with that. He's got his own YouTube channel. It's called I Want to Be an Animal. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? He's got more followers than I do. He's got more subscribers. 51,000. So he eats like fake dog treats and he like rolls over. I mean, come on. That's something that does not interest me at all. I think I'm more interesting than that, you know? I guess because the guy's crazy, they want to look at it. Everybody likes to stop for stupid things, like on the road, you see accidents. I'm the type that's like, will you please keep going? I got somewhere to be, you know? A woman in Boston, speaking of people on the highway that are nuts, this is kind of funny, though. She was stopped by state police driving in the HOV lane, you know, the carpool lane. But everybody goes when I look and there's just one body in there. Well, this lady tried to fool the cops. She had a mannequin strapped to the passenger seat. I think that's really cool. I got to tell you, if I was the cop, I'd be like, all right, I'll let you go here just for creativity. You always see people doing that. You know, I get tempted when it's like really congested, but isn't it like a $300 fine? I don't really want to pay the $300. You see people crossing over when they're not supposed to. And especially in Massachusetts. Oh, we're crazy over here. Did you see Trump in New Hampshire? I don't know if it was like his makeup was dripping or he looked like Robert Hayes in the movie Airplane. It was so like wet and drippy. I don't know if he had suntan lotion on and it was just dripping off. It was crazy. I've never seen him. Like he used to say, Marco Rubio was like, I never seen a man sweat like that. Ron DeSantis, like, I think they were both in Iowa, and everybody was chanting for Trump, and people were screaming when Ron DeSantis came out, saying, "We say gay, 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 gay." I saw a shirt, a guy with a shirt on that said, "Gay, gay, 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 gay." Whatever, I was laughing. Yeah, we can say gay in Massachusetts. He fired his campaign manager, DeSantis. He's like, really, this is what his presidency would look like, okay? What a loser. I'm sorry, but I mean, Trump just keep getting indicted, Trump. You're going to keep gaining more followers. That's the way it goes. Schools in Florida will not get to see climate. Oh, no, they will not get to see. Am I reading this right? Can I read? Oh, they will get to see climate denier videos. Okay, so some conservative group is making videos, and they're going to have like, oh, that climate, there's no such thing as climate change. Everything's great. We should stick them in the water when the floods are coming. Stick DeSantis down there. See how long he lasts when there's floating down the river. Disgusting. Did you see that guy that wanted to kill Biden? Was it Utah? Where was it? I think it was Utah. Utah, okay. 75-year-old guy, Craig Robertson. He had an arsenal threatening to kill Biden. He's now dead. So he's the one who died. They showed him with, it looked like his outfit. You know how guys, like when they're hunting, they get all these crazy outfits. He looked like Cousin It. He posted on social media like that he was going to do it. I mean, really? And he wanted to kill Merrick Garland, Gavin Newsom, probably Kamala Harris. Nobody likes her. If you touch Gavin Newsom, I got a problem. He's like one of the few men I'd actually sleep with. Do not touch Gavin Newsom. I like him. He's cute. I was watching that, you know how I talk about Secrets of Playboy, that show. People like, don't go on too much about it. I'll try not to, but they had the athletes show. The women athletes that pose for Playboy. So one of them that posed said her gynecologist asked her to sign his Playboy. Are you crazy? This is why I go to a female. I would never, not that I don't trust you guys, but can you imagine you're looking at someone's vajige and then, can you sign my Playboy? Unbelievable. That's kind of like really crossing the line, I think. That guy's not really professional. I guess he really liked her. I don't know. I had one of my friends pose. She wasn't in Playboy, but it was some magazine, and she signed. I didn't ask for it. She signed it. I think I still have it somewhere. Not that I look at those things. I used to. That judge in California that murdered his wife, I guess allegedly, but didn't he say he murdered his wife? I lost it. I killed her. I'm not coming into work. Didn't he say that? Judge Jeffrey Ferguson, he allegedly texts his staff saying he shot her. I just lost it. Can't you just lose it some other way? I guess they were arguing. There were like 42 weapons on the floor. I guess he grabbed the gun first. This is why I do not have a gun, okay? I have a bad temper. I just don't want that to be an option, especially when I'm out on the road and there's people making me mad. I can't imagine, having 42 of them. Which gun do I pick to kill somebody? Megan Fox, you know how cute she is, isn't she? Are you going to shoot me? Shoot money shot. Okay, money shot. I was just talking about porn. Megan Fox is releasing a poetry collection. Pretty Boys Are Poisonous. Now she off and on, I think. She's with Machine Gun Kelly, who doesn't have a tattoo-free spot on his body. He's got a cute baby face like a boy, but I really don't understand the hype about his music. I'm trying to get into it, and I try to listen to it. I don't get it. And I used to like heavy metal and all that and hard rock, but I really don't get it. I don't get it. You say that you hate me. I bet you do. I don't know. I'm not into it. But yeah, you see? So she went from Brian Austin Green, she was married to him for a while, for like 11 years, to this guy. That's a big difference because he was on Beverly Hills 90210. He looks very clean cut, like a nice boy you take home to your mommy. Machine Gun Kelly looks like someone you'd hide from your mother. So she's saying women fit ourselves into the shape of the ones we love, even if it means losing ourselves in the process. That's very interesting. I think that's profound. Because, yeah, when you kind of love somebody, you kind of try to, what kind of person do you like? And you kind of try to fit yourselves. Sometimes you do lose yourself. I get that. I've done stuff like that in the past. No more. No more. Women aren't going to get me to change. I'm crazy. You better like it. She says these poems were written in an attempt to excuse the illness. Excuse the illness. I don't even know if I can read my writing. Something's wrong with me today. That had taken root in me because of my silence. I've spent my entire life keeping the secrets of men. My body aches from carrying the weight of their sins. What does that mean? Like, what did she do? Sounds like rape or beaten, or I don't know. I guess that's popular. A lot of women I talk to, yeah, it's hard to find a guy who doesn't hit you. Really? I used to date really nice guys. I mean, I don't think I've ever been hit. I'm trying to think, like, by a woman. I don't think I've ever been hit. I don't really put up with that. Like, the emotional stuff, I put up with more. And that's kind of worse, actually, I think. So, what else is going on? So, you want to know, Massachusetts is the 5th rudest city in the United States? Did I say that right? I can't read my writing. Massachusetts is the 5th. No, we're not a city. We're a state. The 5th rudest city in the U.S. Okay. I should just go back to sleep. I'm not doing too well today. So it's the best state to raise a family, which I can believe, because it's like good health care, good, schooling, excelling in the tech world. Yeah, but we're rude over there, especially on the roads. I think Boston was, Boston was the 5th rudest city in the United States, and that makes sense. Do you ever go to Boston? It's all one ways. People don't even know. If you ask them directions, they don't know where anything is. So they asked 2,000 Americans to rank the 5th rudest cities, and Boston was. See, that's right. I finally read it right at the end of the story. We should just not do the rest of the show because I'm doing terrible. Number 4 is Chicago. Number 3 is D.C. Number 2 is L.A. And, of course, you know what number 1 is. New York. New York. So they have this in Boston, chat and cut. Chat and cut. What the heck is that? I guess you're waiting in line and you're talking to somebody and then you cut in line. Did you ever do that? I've never done that. I've seen it. You've seen it?
I've seen it.
I've never done that. Yourself. Yeah, that's not cool. So you just go up to a stranger and talk to him? That's good.
To avoid the confrontation.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of terrible. That's like, what if someone really has to go to the bathroom? I would just run through if I had to pee. Or go in the men's room. I've done that before.
How good your aim?
Yeah, and the men never have a line. It's not fair that we got to wait in a long line. So Taylor Swift got him back at her shows, and all the women were flooding in the men's room, and the men were freaking out. And they were like, it wouldn't work the other way around. Yeah, like if one time I saw a guy in Target bathroom, and I said, I wouldn't let him in. Because, I don't care if, like, gay guys come in or transsexual. I don't care about that stuff. People are worried about that. But I don't want no straight guy coming in there. Just because I don't want a straight guy coming in there. I'm not worried he's going to do anything. I said, you're in the wrong bathroom. And he turned around because it was kind of confusing. Maybe it said women. He didn't get it. I don't know. We're going to end the podcast because I can't speak today. Ex-federal judge J. Michael Luttig, a conservative retired federal judge and a key advisor to Pence, said there is no Republican Party. Well, they should just call it the Trump Party because he kind of took over. He said Donald Trump is more dangerous now than ever. Yeah, after 3 indictments and he's on top of the... It's amazing. I can't believe it. He told CNN's Poppy Harlow, American democracy simply cannot function without 2 equally healthy, equally strong political parties. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know, like, what the Republicans stand for anymore. They were like, they don't want big government, but they are big government. They're telling everybody what they can do in the bedrooms. They're the opposite of what they say they are. They're not family values. I don't really see that. He said, so today, in my view, there was no Republican Party to counter the Democratic Party. Like, I don't want just Democrats, because even though I'm a Democrat or kind of independent, whatever, I kind of lean demo. I want somebody with different views. You got to have Republicans around. But the one's way back. Everybody likes the Reagan Republicans, but it wasn't working for some. That's why they kind of merged into something else. Like Trump offered something they didn't have in a long time, and they were probably sick of the wimpiness, and they thought he was strong, He said they're now spineless, and I think of Kevin McCarthy for sure, Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, Elise Stefanik, Mike Scalise. Yeah, I don't like that new batch of Republicans. Like I like what's his name? Adam Kinzinger, those type of people. I mean, I respect Liz Cheney. I don't agree with her, but she's a Republican. That's the way I view a Republican. Or like Alyssa Farah Griffin on The View, like normal. Why can't they just go back to normal? I don't get it. Okay, I'm going to end because I suck today. I just want to end the podcast by saying I was terrible. I'll see you guys next week. You can email me. Keep up with the comments. And love you.